Hello, guys. This is High Priestess Jamila, and as promised, I am back to do the readings. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to get in here. Usually takes a few minutes for the notifications to be sent out. So I'm going to start the cards for the all signs for Saturday. We've got a full moon. Man, this moon is already full. So we have a full moon tomorrow. It'll be 100% full. And we're going to do some readings for that. Give me a second. All right. If you guys want a personal reading with me, you can visit the website, or you can pay for your reading by Cashapp at $psychicjamila. Or you can go to the website. If you guys want a chat question answered, you can send $10 into the Cash App and I'll answer your questions. Okay. Hey, I have been trying to disable the super chat. I appreciate the super chats, but to be honest with you, I've been trying to disable it. I don't know how to disable super chat. I don't even know if YouTube will let me. And they take way too much of a chunk out of it. So I don't, I appreciate the super chat donations, but I would prefer for you to donate through one of my payment platforms. Okay. Make sure that you guys hit that thumbs up on your way in. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. I know I am. All right, come here, Dak. All right, so I'm going to get to the all signs readings. I'm going to pull out an officiator. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels for all signs for today, Saturday. Today is the 12th, October the 12th of 2019. What messages do you have for everybody, all signs? Okay, a card flipped out. The Five of Wands. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I feel like today, I feel like everybody is dealing with some sort of anger, strife, jealousy, some kind of possible struggle, maybe arguments, disagreements. The Five of Wands represents that, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. Disagreements and arguments, those types of energies most definitely do push away your blessings. I'm telling you the truth, because you're not in a frame of mind where you can actually accept, maybe some abundance, or, the good things, not even money, just blessings. If you're in that frame of mind and you're fighting, you're pushing things away. Okay. Hello, Christina. Hello. All right. So what general message because we're just going to look at the general energies. What messages do you have for the Aries, the Taurus, the Geminis, the Cancers, the Leos, the Virgos, Libras, Scorpios, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and the Pisces? If you have a question, Christina, go to my Cash App and I'll be glad to answer you guys' chat questions, okay? All right. Okay, let me move this out of the way. Okay. Yeah, it's Psychic Jamila. And if you want to, like a pretty good reading that's at least about 10 minutes, you can send me about $10 is what I think I put that in the title, or maybe I didn't have enough room. All righty. Just to let you guys know, I am a Cancer with a Leo rising, Virgo moon, Gemini Mercury. Okay. And a Taurus Venus. Okay. So the Aries, the Three of Cups comes up. So I feel as though there may have been a issue possibly in your love relationship that may have involved a third party. But I feel like the issue was resolved. Maybe there was some kind of recent love reunion or some kind of happiness that came in the relationship. So, but I will tell you that what Spirit is saying is that you have to watch out for any kind of, backlash with that coming back to you, because I do see a third party situation for the Aries. However, a lot of you Aries, I feel like that person dropped that other person to come and be with you. I feel it's been a recent reunion. The Taurus has got the Six of Cups. Okay, so the Six of Cups being close to it lets me know that a lot of you Aries, as far as with love, you guys are happy. I feel like a lot of you, it was possibly some kind of love competition, and the person chose to with you. Okay, they chose to be with you, and you guys are pretty happy about that today. But I do want to tell you that there seems to be either a water sign involved in it, and I feel like whoever this person is, they are ready to put up a fight over whoever this possible man or woman is. I still don't see why people fight over love. If you got to fight over somebody, it's not love. But, everybody lives their life differently, and everybody's on a different spiritual path, okay? So I'm going to do some clarifiers, because the Five of Wands coming up as the officiator of this reading is kind of crazy. But today is Saturday, so they relate today with the energies of Saturn. I've already saw people arguing today. Like when I got up this morning, I was ready to kick back and watch movies. And I said, Lord, let me go on here and do some readings. Y'all hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. Thank you very much. I got 4 in the chat at the moment. Spirits, give me some clarity on the Three of Cups. And if you're not here to be positive, yeah, the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Coins, and the Chariot. So I feel like your ex, or I'm not your ex, but your current lover possibly walked away from a really toxically emotional alcoholic. I feel like alcoholism has something to do with this. The Ace of Coins comes up, meaning that there was a new beginning in the relationship, and the Chariot represents where you may have recently moved, or maybe there was a transportation issue that was resolved. Now, if you are single, Aries, a lot of you just recently got like a financial reward or something, okay? Some kind of new beginning financially. Either you or your mate, or you by yourself, okay? Taurus has got the Six of Cups, so I feel like there's a love reunion for today. If you're single, you're just in really good spirits. You're just happy. You're just, you're having fun. I feel like a lot of you are, because I feel like today good spirits are surrounding the Tauruses. Okay, spirits, give me some clarity on the Six of Cups. The Ace of Swords. Yep. 10 of Coins and the Hermit. And so if you recently had a reunion, a lot of you guys have decided to cut the cord to bad family members, specifically, like that's across the board. Some of you that are single, you probably just recently got rid of either a water sign, an air sign, or an earth sign. And I don't want to say got rid of them because that's kind of, but this person, yeah, you needed to get rid of them. And you're sort of protecting yourself. The Hermit represents when you're protecting yourself and stuff. So if you're single, you're feeling good, you're feeling happy today. But if and if you're in a relationship, specifically that person or either you decided to cut the cords with specifically family members that are toxic. Okay. And the relationship got better. I feel like it's mainly either specifically a father or earth sign female. Okay. Geminis, y'all got the 4 of Cups. Y'all messing up everybody. Y'all messing up everybody's peace of mind, Gemini. Y'all got the 4 of Cups. First of all, you need to appreciate the life that you have. Stop taking everything for granted. I feel like a lot of Geminis are in a very negative place today. 4 of Cups. Either you're in a negative place, or somebody from the past is in a negative place, or either somebody from the present is sending you bad energy. So you can tell that in this, if this is enemies, or if it's somebody on your job, Gemini, you know, you are kind of, your light is dim the whole lot, Jim. I did not mean to make that rhyme. Your light is dimmed. You got the 4 of Cups, you know, and that means that you possibly allowed some kind of competition to get you down, and you're in a lower place because you're not feeling appreciated. You're not feeling fulfilled. You're kind of in a place where you are emotionally absent and you just don't care. And it's like, first of all, another thing, if you're a Gemini that recently had somebody break up with you or something, look, that stuff is all in your head. You can't sit around and trip off of stuff like that. And whether or not it's a relationship or it's an argument with somebody, you can't just let somebody get you in a negative place like this. Good grief. First of all, if it's a relationship and a person walked away from you, you got to respect that. You got to respect that and respect yourself. You're in bad spirits today, Gemini. Very bad spirits. Give me some clarity on this 4 of Cups. Yeah, the King of Coins, the King of Wands, and then the Justice card comes up. And you know what? That's, man, this is crazy, dude. This is crazy, you guys. I just had to threaten a Gemini with the law today because he's attacking me, or was attacking me. You know what you gotta ask for? You gotta ask your spirit guides for peace and inner peace. You gotta ask for inner peace. You gotta, whatever this is, I mean, the Justice card does represent some kind of legal issue. And it's like, you know, if you don't know how to think of the solution for the problem, then maybe you should go and see an attorney, or maybe at least do some research, or maybe go to legal aid if you have any kind of legal problem. Sitting around blaming the world, getting mad at everybody else. That's what's going on, y'all. If you had a Gemini talking crazy to you today, it's because they have a legal home. And for some of them, specifically Gemini, you done received a letter from your mortgage company telling you that you behind and you got until a certain date to pay it. So some have things going on with your mortgage company, And then some of y'all, the King of Wands represents feeling powerless to your enemy. Four of Cups can represent when somebody's giving up on life. Y'all need to ground yourself. Light you a red candle for yourself. Y'all ever see them people that be like, I'm lighting a red candle on you? No, light a red candle for yourself. Now, I am a high priestess, so I got a lot of good sense, but this is what I can tell you. Light a red candle for yourself so that you can get your solar plexus in check, so you can get your root chakra in check, and so that you can balance yourself out. What's up, Samantha G? Welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up, sweetie. Yeah. So what we're doing today is Cash App payments only. And I'll do a reading for you. Or you can go to the website or either Cash App if you want to purchase a reading. Okay. I'm kind of using Cash App right now a little bit, you guys. So, contact me if you want a reading and we'll talk. Okay. And all of my contact information is below. Uh-oh, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. Good afternoon, Greg Lancaster. Good afternoon. Yeah, y'all got to get over whatever this is. And, whatever it is, I'm going to tell you something. You got to treat yourself better than this. It was so weird. The Gemini that I know, I was listening to a live show that he was on. I swear to God, he just kept repeating the same thing over and over and over again. What is happening in your mind that is causing you to behave this way? And when people start repeating stuff over and over again, that can sometimes mean that you're about to have a nervous breakdown. And somebody told him, like, hey, man, you need to calm down before you pop a blood vessel or something. I mean, this person was and it's like, you need to balance and you need to check yourself too. You need to check yourself, because some stuff ain't worth it. But, and so it just seemed like to me that it's, with him at least, it's a self-esteem issue. It's a little man complex. Not saying that, because I don't read this, I'm not doing this reading for him, but it's just funny that the Geminis would get the Four of Cups today. Evidently, there must be some energies in the atmosphere, maybe in the full moon, that's affecting you, but you need to balance yourself out. And you need to chill out, If you had more respect for yourself, you wouldn't be so disrespected anyway. For me, you say what you got to say about me. In the next 2 hours, I'm over it. I don't sit and let stuff play on my mind over and over again. Like, you doing yourself a disservice. Okay? Look, arguing and going back and forth with people and a place of apathy and going through all that and doing things that could possibly lead you to the law. I bet money is going to be a lot of Geminis today. Like, if we were to look at the zodiac statistics on arrests and people calling the police and legal issues, I bet you a lot of Geminis are dealing with that. Whether or not it's you or somebody doing it to you, if you allow it, you got to be in control of yourself. I mean, this person was literally out of control. If somebody were to play that video of you to a judge, they would probably say, hey, you need some mental counseling. What's wrong with you? Are you going to be okay? Because regardless of what anybody else has done to you, well, first of all, you set yourself up and you put yourself in those predicaments anyway when you're sending out pics of yourself. So you have to, okay, who cares what somebody did to you? Move on. Move on. Get your mind on something else. Do something creative. Get some exercise. Get in touch with your inner strength. Asking somebody over and over again why they did something. Go see a practitioner. Get a cleanse. Get something. I know this morning, y'all, I got Gemini in my chart, but I woke up feeling amazing. And I noticed that other people were not doing so hot. And I did that cleanse on myself last night. It was hard too because it was really a bad spirit that was riding me, y'all. It was really trying to ride me. I got rid of that dang on thing. I forced it out. So if y'all got some stuff like that going on, and you guys can also donate to the Cash App. There's no donation on the website. I don't take donations through the website anymore because I switched over my processor, my payment processor. So, but I do take readings on the website. So, but I mean, you got to do something about that. You will give yourself a heart attack or a stroke. You will give yourself a heart attack and a stroke doing stuff like that. Like, and especially, first of all, you can't send that energy to anybody. You're going to have to learn how to contain yourself and control yourself. This person was out of control. I was like, God, he's like a puppet. Don't be a puppet. Don't be a puppet, y'all. Be strong. Somebody tell you to not appreciate yourself, you mad. Somebody walk away from you, you mad and you playing victim. No, you feeling sorry for yourself and you really need to get it together, Jim. I'm telling you, and because that's your card for today. Like, it's something that you're upset about, that you're blaming somebody else for, and you have nobody to blame but yourself. You need to deal with this yourself. Well, see, and then you know what, Greg? I'm on the cusp of Gemini. And I've got Gemini 3 times in my chart. So I have Gemini all throughout my chart. And y'all need this advice. Y'all need some of the Geminis need tough love. You may be doing great, but there's some, and you can see them manifest on YouTube. I think it's a zodiac trick. I think it's supposed to just show us I think the spirit is trying to show us that zodiac is real. Because what's up with this person? I was like, God, you wake up in the morning, and then you just start attacking people, and it's like you're not in a good place. Okay, so evidently, me and you must be rare. Then Greg Lanter, we must be rare. But I do feel as though you probably, if you are in this place, you need some prayer. I have a lot of people that contact me for prayer and they'll send me a donation for prayer. I will pray for you. And it does make a difference. I do that for a lot of my clients too. So if you're in that place, nobody owe anything. Maybe it's some debts that you need to pay. And guys, it was so weird. You know what's so crazy is that I actually know a Gemini that owes me hundreds of dollars, but tells me that I'm broke. I'm sorry, you borrowed hundreds of dollars from me, but I'm broke. So that's when you are in a place of, what's wrong with you. Okay, it's like you don't really realize that So it's almost like that inadequacy that he feels. Now, this is not for every Gemini, but for y'all to get the 4 of Cups today, along with the 5 of Wands, which is the officiator for everybody, I feel like somebody beating you. And it's not about a competition. Just walk away. Let it go. The Justice card comes up because maybe you need to get a divorce. Maybe you need to file a divorce from a harmful person. I know over here in Georgia, you can file for a divorce online. You can file for a restraining order online over here in Georgia. I don't know about other states. Other states, you might have to go down to the courthouse, but I think Georgia is so big that they do it that way. So you can do a lot of the stuff online and they'll initiate your case. Some of y'all need to divorce people that are possibly bad for you, but you know what? Are you going to carry this with you? The Four of Cups is a representation of a broken heart. Look, that stuff is all in your head. I remember when I was younger and I used to be weaker. For like 6 months straight, I had broke up with this guy and I missed him so much that I just kind of sat around crying and stuff. And, and when it boiled down to it, how am I going to get angry at him? He's living his life. That was me that was causing all those problems. For myself, I was the one making myself depressed. Those were issues that I had to deal with within myself. I know that's right, Greg. Me too. Me too. I close my it's up, it's up to my kids, obviously, but yeah, I had to close the bank. And then especially when a person is so unappreciative that they would talk crazy about what you have when they currently owe you money. And I think it's guilt. And I think that sometimes when people are so guilty that they kind of just avoid the truth altogether, which is weird. So it's like, we really don't want to talk about what's really going on. But in reality, even though, that person may have loaned you some money, they still had their bills paid though. Like, Greg, did you not loan them money, but then you still had your bills paid too, didn't you? Not only that, that person is lying to people, trying to tell people that you don't have nothing, and they know they owe you money. That can be proven that you owe them money, can be proven in a court of law. Okay. And you're gonna actually like lie and claim that because they loaned you money, because you know they loaned you money, now you want to try to say that they didn't take care of their own bills for you so that you can feel better about yourself or make yourself look better. And that's not the truth. So Greg, you paid your bills too, because I know that I've loaned people money in the past several months, but all were still paid. I didn't understand it, but it's one of those things that, and I'm not, this is kind of unrelated to the reading, but it is related because I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't know how they do it. Then sometimes the justice card represents when somebody is lying. You are lying and the truth ain't in you. And you know what? I'm going to find the rest of my candles. Y'all know that we can do spell work to make people reveal the truth. Especially somebody that lies about everything. And it helps them realize the truth. It also helps them face the truth and deal with the truth when they are actually able to say it to others. Because then you got to admit it. That's pretty good, Greg. You must have some money over there. So these people out here barely rubbing $5 together. You know what I'm saying? And it's your responsibility. Nobody owes you anything. Oh, and then also this guy tried to say live that he wanted me to send him some money. I'm like, I ain't sending you nothing. Get up and get a job, buddy, or do something. Labor Ready. You know what kind of job this person can get is a job down at Labor Ready. If a woman can do it, I can do it. He can do it. When I first got down to Georgia, before I put up my business and started getting a steady flow of income, I worked for Labor Ready, guys, down at the mall. I worked down there and helped them put up their Christmas setup. It was a little part-time job, bring me in a couple of dollars so I could, make sure we kept groceries in the house, pay the light bill. And I did that until my business took off, and so you just got to do what you got to do. Okay, moving on to the Cancers. Cancers, you guys got the Faith card, aka the Hierophant. What I will tell you is that whatever it is, Cancer, you just have to have faith. Talk to your spirit guides. I get the sense that Cancers may have slight issues today. Okay, let's see what this is about for the Cancers. Hit the thumbs up, you guys. Welcome. I can see new people of y'all coming in. Let's take it in a more positive direction other than talking about negative people, because negative people bring in negative energy. Okay, sorry. Spirits, give me some clarity on the Faith card for the Cancers. Okay, yeah, the Ace of Coins, the King of Coins reversed, the Judgment card. Okay, so Cancers. First of all, I see that there is some money needed or money wanted. You know how sometimes some of y'all just started new jobs, okay? And you're probably waiting for your paycheck. A lot of you Cancers, the Ace of Coins comes up, the King of Coins reverse. So I can see that a lot of you Cancers, either you're waiting on money to come in from the job. Like, you know, even if you have your own business, maybe you're waiting for your debit card to get set up. Maybe you're waiting for account verifications. Whatever it is you're waiting on, it's coming. Now, what I will tell you is that with the Judgment card, the Queen of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Chariot, some of you guys possibly need gas in your car to get to work. And I've been there, done that. Now, what I will tell you is that you got to be reminded that if you are in need of money that bad, you can go and borrow a small amount of money. Okay, a lot of y'all, like, I know that you probably need more than that because you have some goals that are coming up, but you can borrow a small amount of money if you need to. If not, and you have some kind of way of getting money, that money is coming to you. So don't worry about it and you'll be okay. You are going to hear back. I feel like you're waiting on some communication about some money. This is all about money right here. And see, Cancers rarely have any money problems. So I know how y'all are because I'm a Cancer myself. What I got to tell you is that don't get involved with bad energies of others. Don't waste your energy. Your energy needs to go towards your creativity, or it needs to go towards contacting spirit guides and ancestors. Okay, if you're sitting there like, please, I need some money till I get paid. I don't get paid till Monday. You know, they done put through some of y'all waiting on a direct deposit. See. What's up, Orion's daughter? Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, homie. Yeah, you can get a title loan. You know I own a title of a vehicle. My name is on the title. So if I were strapped for cash, I would just go and do it. Be like, hey, I need a couple of hundred or whatever. Don't go too high because you got that paycheck coming. So you know that your spirits got you. But you got to think about like what it is that you can do and what your options are. Or you can actually get a reading and say, hey, what should I do? Now, many of you probably don't need to do that. Like, I feel like either money can come in through a friend, maybe some unexpected money can come through for you that you were not expecting. I know today I had unexpected money come in. Even though I can't spend it, I had unexpected money that came in. So, and so I feel like if you guys are doing the work, and I told you guys, thank you, Orion's daughter. I told you guys that you got to do your money spells. Like I said, I do prosperity spells 5 times a week. I just did a spell with pumpkins. I got like 3 of those small pumpkins from the grocery store, and I did some prosperity work with them. So, you guys can do that. However, the way is, you need to think about what it is that you need to think about, and, just try to ground yourself. Because let me find out. Because the king of coins is reversed, followed by the judgment. Queen of wands and page of wands and the chariot does represent. I feel like there could possibly be some kind of financial blockage. So spirits is saying that you may need to remove it. That's why this judgment card comes up. I would use red candles. Okay. Y'all need to take some witchcraft courses. Y'all know that I do classes. Maybe I'll do, you know what? I'll show you guys a money spell today. I'll do that a little bit later. Okay, the Leos, you guys got the 9 of Cups. So you guys, a lot of Leos are doing fantastically, feeling very blessed, feeling very happy. The energies and the spirits around the Leo vibes today are very, very good. So folks is definitely jealous of the Leo today. If you and you still got time to turn the day around, Cancer. You still got time. Okay, spirits, give me some clarity on the Leos. Yeah, I knew it was some people that needed some inspiration today. Good Lord. Well, you know what? We all have some sort of issue, problem. Maybe you're waiting for your bank card to come in the mail. Maybe you're waiting for your, new set of checks because you done ran out of checks or whatever. Stuff like that happens. There's always alternatives, okay? All right. So, Leos, you guys got the 3 of coins, the death card, and the ace of coins. So I can definitely see some prosperity that came in. But I feel like just like the Cancers, a lot of you Leos are waiting for that money to come up. And you probably need about either 100 or 1,000. You probably need some money. And it is coming to you. I do see unexpected money coming in for the Leos today. Okay. So it hasn't happened because you may be a Leo that's saying, what is Jamila talking about? I ain't got nothing today. I couldn't even go to Big Lots. You know what I love to do, guys? I love Big Lots. I don't think they have a Big Lots in Georgia, though. I'll have to look it up. I love going to Big Lots and buying potting soil and like little knickknacks because, oh, guys, I like going there to buy plants, too. I think they sell real plants at Big Lots. I think you can get them there. And Walmart. Some of y'all like to shop at Walmart. Y'all like, dang, I got to go shopping. My bad kitty. And y'all, I got to rehome all of the animals because the place that I'm moving into, the house, they're not gonna allow animals or pets. I'm sorry. And, I really, Zeus, it's time for her to get rehomed and move on. And she's had lots of little kittens, So it's time for her to move on. But she killed all of my plants. She just killed them. I had some beautiful plants and she killed them. So she got to go to a place where there's no foliage or plants and stuff because, yes, the girl, that's why I'm out here doing a reading. I was going to do some relaxing today, but it was meant for me to come on here and give y'all this inspiration. Yeah. You may have to reword it because maybe they're automatically filtering the chat. Hold on a minute. Yeah. You may have to reword it because it may be, I don't know. Because I didn't see them at all. I just see the 3 that you just typed in. Hey, Tehran. Hello. Good afternoon. Witchcraft church people say they leave that alone. Pure evil, the devil's work playground. I say that they're doing the devil's work. Nobody knows the devil like Christians or church folk. And you know what? Sometimes I believe that the devil is like an energy that wants to use money to like break you down or try to hurt you, you know? That's cool, Ryan's daughter. You know what? It's all about divine timing. Guys, I'm telling you, especially when you have your own business, like I see y'all saying that all the time, and then you'll come to me and you'll say, "Hey, I'm so and so in the chat," you know. And yeah, that's cool. That's what's up. Thank you. This is what I enjoy doing. I gotta get a reading uploaded today for a client. I've been kind of because last night after I got done with the reading, I was so tired. It wore me out. That reading wore me out. Oh my God. Sometimes they do that to you. So anyway, Leos, I do feel as though there's some unexpected money coming, or it could be more money or more than you expected. But the Nine of Cups within itself does represent prosperity. Okay. So I feel like I can see money coming either within the next 24 hours or the next 3 days, because some of y'all are waiting on a check in the mail, and it is coming, but it didn't come Friday or Saturday. It's going to have to come like Monday or Tuesday. Okay. You can tell that you need it, but you're still in good spirits because a lot of y'all Leos are thinking positively. And that does help. You know, negativity and negative thinking, that doesn't attract money to you. So if you're in a negative place today and it has something to do with money, you need to really, meditate to some Shiva, meditate to some Lakshmi, do you some money work, get you a little candle or a tea light and write down what you want to come to you. And, if you don't have money to pay for spell work, I do have that one spell working for, that prosperity spell working for only 200. So, thank you. Okay, Virgo's got the Knight of Swords. So, spirits, give me some clarity for the Virgos. If you guys want a private reading, you can cash at me. If you want a chat reading, you can cash at me. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, so Virgo, I want to say this to you. I feel as though somebody is dimming your light. Somebody is dimming your light. You got way too much on your mind today, Virgo. Way too much. And you know what? Negative thinking is going to result in negative results, Virgo. How many times do you have to be reminded of that? So turn those thoughts around and you'll see miracles. Okay. There's all sorts of miracle mantras you can do. I feel like a lot of you could have a headache or you may be feeling dizzy. You may be feeling just kind of off a little bit. Your crown chakra is a little off. And if you have Virgo anywhere in your chart, you need to be concerned about that. I feel as though it does have something to do with malevolent spirits or people. And I would have done a cleanse already. I usually like to do my cleanses 3 days before the full moon if I'm going to do it during a full moon. And I went ahead and did it last night. So I feel like a lot of y'all are, feeling the remnants or the remnants of, some kind of negativity. But negative thoughts are going to always result in negative results. Okay. If your head is not open to those blessings, how are you going to receive them? You have to say, I am receiving blessings now. You have to say that. But in order for you to say it, you have to think it. You have to know it. You have to be able to see it. You have to even sometimes be able to visualize it coming to you. Because if you're able to visualize, that is the moment that you have it. Okay. Then, especially with the star card in the reverse position, I feel like there's a lot of Virgos that are possibly feeling uninspired and not feeling very positive today. What's up, Vidushi? Hello, welcome. Come into the house of Jamila. You are welcome. You are welcome, kind soul. All chat readings, I'm charging for them today, guys. So if you cash at me, I will do a reading for you in the chat. If you want a private reading, you can just, place an order on the website or either cash at me. Okay. All right. Also, Virgo, the night is action. So there's a lot of negative thoughts that are just roaming through your head. You're in a very negative place, and that's not good. So y'all need to, I don't know. Whenever I see any air card and then some of the other cards like the Hanged Man, I like to utilize my hourglass when I'm doing work, like when I'm doing any kind of head work. I like to use an hourglass because it represents time. So you give yourself time to get yourself together. I lit my cleansing candle, y'all, and I flipped my hourglass upside down. And as soon as that sand started falling, I felt myself like slowly grounded, and I just was like, oh God, and I fell asleep, slept like a baby, woke up feeling like a baby. So, try to do something to help yourself, okay? All right, Libras, you guys got the Knight of Coins. So this is the spirit guide trying to bring you money. Spirits, what? Give me some clarification. Spirit guide trying to bring you some money, or maybe the earth or the universe is trying to bless you. You got Three of Swords reverse, Queen of Cups reverse, and Seven of Coins reverse. You're blocking out your blessings, Libra, because you're tripping off of something. This is all in your head. It's an air sign, earth sign, or it could be a water sign that you have some heartache over. And you're not in the best of places today. In fact, all three of the air signs are not doing so hot today because Aquariuses, y'all did get the Ten of Swords. But I feel like the Aquariuses seem to be doing a lot better than the other two air signs. And the reason why is because you got the 10. So this is like an ending. This is when it's time for you to rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Okay, but we'll get into y'all a little bit later. Something is definitely affecting the air signs. Okay, it's almost like that happening or something. You first of all, Libra, it's probably been a while since you broke up with this person, or since, they broke your heart. And it's time for you to unblock yourself. It's time for you to free yourself of that. If you're not able to do it, then, because some people can't even, like, sometimes you can be in such a bad place. Thank you, Orion's daughter. Sometimes you can be in such a bad place that you have a hard time even writing down your goals. I've been there. Grab a candle, take your Palo stick, try to consecrate it a little bit, and light it. These are things that you can do really quickly. You need to cut the cord with the past. These things are blocking you. You have it's in the ether. There's money, blessings, and healings, but with the Seven of Coins reversed up and then the Devil reversed. So there seems to be a financial issue possibly that is caused by negative emotions. Negative emotions will definitely block you financially. Take you a nice hot bath, put you some herbs up in there. Guys, when I finally move sometime this month, I'm going to be coming out with new products. We'll have like herbal kits that you guys can have. You need to get you some jasmine, even drinking jasmine tea. You can have you some jasmine tea, some skull cap, calm yourself down. Also, valerian root is really good. And what this will do is this will open up, like, I can see like this inflammation and just being in a really negative emotional place, probably even crying a lot, being very teary. And I feel like you've been this way for a minute. I feel like you've been heartbroken for a minute, to where you may have been suffering from some kind of depression, and you just can't seem to get stuff done either. So okay, Orion's daughter, I'm going to get to your question in a minute. Thank you for the super chat. um I was asking people to make their payments for their chat readings with Cash App. So if you can still do that, then go ahead. If not, I'll answer your question, but it's going to be in a minute, okay? It's going to be in a second, because I got to get through the rest of the readings, okay? Okay. All right, cool. All right, so the devil is in the reverse position, okay, for the Libras, and so is the Seven of Coins. So whatever this is, because your heart chakra, I feel this is what I want to tell you. I can tell that for a lot of the Libras looking at this reading, that your upper chakras, the first four chakras, are being affected by something. Your third eye, your crown, your solar plexus, as well as your heart chakra. So y'all need either a cleansing or a core cutting. If you guys want to contact me about that, the link to my website is below. I actually have a lot of clients that are Libras too. You know that a cleanse helps with that? Did y'all know that? Oh, okay. All right. The King of Cups comes up for the Sagittariuses. I'm sorry, not the Sagittariuses, the Scorpios, okay? The Scorpios get the King of Cups. I'm going to do some clarifying, because I get the sense that even though Scorpios may be dealing with some negative emotions from the past, that you guys are on top. But you got the King, so the King is pretty good. Clarify the King of Cups, spirits. And it's not in the reverse position. It's directly up underneath the Six of Cups. Yeah, well, the Magician does come up in the reverse position, the Fool, and then the King of Wands, and then Justice. So some of you possibly do need to cut the cord from somebody that's very manipulative. Okay, Scorpio. Somebody's doing love work on you, Scorpio. Somebody from the past. And so I feel like a lot of you are walking away from that situation. You may even be thinking about that person or thinking about getting back with them. Spirits is telling you that to don't do it. To don't do it. They're saying that this person is very abusive, very toxic. You can't trust them. Okay, it's a trust issue there, and you're getting a new beginning. Possibly the only reason why you even want to get back with this person is because they done put some hoodoo on you. Now, I told you guys the importance of protecting yourselves from love spells. That's very, very important. Protecting yourself from love work. Okay, because I can kind of feel it too, but I've been vigilant. I'm doing banishings and cleansings and core cuttings. This full moon is going to have you so tapped in and sensitive, like you can, like it's, y'all, this full moon, you can feel it, but you probably need protection because the Justice card comes up in reverse. And I feel like this is some kind of situation to where this person may be somebody that could be super duper controlling of others, okay? And you have to be able to master yourself. Don't let nobody master you like that, Scorpio. Okay. So you're doing really good and you've got a new beginning, but I feel like there's a person that's trying to get in or put some kind of root on you to, and I feel like this person is either they could be water, fire, or air, in particular a Libra, because the Justice card comes up. And so, guys, my stance on love work. I actually did a very informative hangout about that. I do detect that somebody is trying to do some kind of love work on you, Scorpio. So protect yourself, okay? Okay. Sagittarius has got the Page of Coins. Page of Coins does represent some kind of news coming about money. Coins could also be saying some undesirable things about you or possibly talking about some of you behind your back. This could be an earth sign that is a fake, false friend. I'm going to do some clarifying. Spirits, give me some clarity on the Page of Coins for the Sagittariuses. Yeah, Nine of Swords. I knew it. Queen of Wands and the Moon. So you do have somebody, and they could be air, or they could be fire, or they could be water. In particular, a Scorpio or a Cancer or a Pisces. Okay. So this person is throwing negativity at you. And the first thing that stands out is in this photo of the Queen of Wands is that, first of all, this is you and this is your crown. So spirits are pointing out to me crown chakra. Okay. Spirits is telling me crown chakra. I feel like this person is trying to dim your light, and then the Moon card comes up. So there may be some very negative emotions. You're tapped into that negativity. I wouldn't even waste my time because this could potentially block your blessings that are coming. That's why the Page of Coins comes up. This is a person trying to reach you about money, but guess what? You're under such a negative influence right now, Sagittarius, that you may be all paranoid thinking somebody contacted me. And you may be kind of in a bad place, and it could be something that's it's got to be something financial, because the Page of Coins would not have came up. But then again, the Page of Coins is also representing somebody possibly doing some kind of work on you, because the Page of Coins in the tarot represents like a baby witch. That's why they always have the pentagram. And, so you can tell that there's some negative energy. Now, if it's not anybody doing that or anybody that you're tapped in, this could be your own emotions or your own issues and fears that you're dealing with. And so Queen of Wands is talking to you about the law of attraction. She's talking to you about releasing yourself from those fears. That is very important. You know what, guys? I wanted to do a group ritual and I might still do it. I'll release it today when I'm done with this. We need that. There's a lot of people that are being afflicted with fear. And the Moon can represent fear, and it can represent psychic attacks too. So a lot of you may be feeling psychically attacked today. A lot of you Sagittariuses, Okay. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Lisa J Rocks. Thank you. All right, we're gonna move on to the Capricorn. Capricorns, you guys got the Knight of Cups. So remember, the Knight is actively moving. Okay, so this is action. The Knight of Cups can represent Good or bad? So let's clarify what this is. Spirits, give me some clarity for the Cappies. I can tell that many of y'all in here are definitely looking for something, and that's good. Okay. All right. So we got 3 cards that came up. The High Priestess, whether she is in the reversed or the upright position, this can be a negative. The Strength card reversed, and then the Two of Wands is reversed. So there is some emotions that are being felt today about a fake false friend. You cannot let that person get you this way. Okay? So I feel like you may feel the need to communicate with them, and the reason why you're feeling the need to communicate with them is probably because they're doing work on you, and it's not good because I feel like they're trying to take advantage of you and use you. I feel like this person pretended to be your twin flame or something like that. And I feel like whoever this person is, I feel like, they're communicating with you, but they're not communicating with you. I feel like this is a runner. This is some kind of runner, but I don't feel as though it's an actual twin flame. But I do feel that it's somebody that throws their hands and then hides, being very deceptive, being very covert. This is either a water sign, in particular, a Cancer, or a Pisces, or it could be a Scorpio as well, or it's definitely a fire sign, a Leo in particular. And the reason why the Strength card is in the reverse position is because this person's energy is kind of bad, and they are pushing some bad energy onto you. So that's why you guys are probably feeling extremely emotionally off today. Okay. Now, I did remind y'all yesterday to put up your spiritual protection. I always come and remind y'all of that. This is going to be extremely important. Okay. Because this stuff seemed to have, kind of knocked you off your feet. But I feel like there is, with the Strength card coming up in the reverse position, I feel like there's something going on with your mindset to where you may be in a negative place today because of it. Okay, so also I feel as though, it could be a possibility that there may be either telepathic or either psychic messages or psychic energy, psychic attacks as well today for some Capricorns. Now, another thing that I can tell you is that if you are a Capricorn that knows what you're doing, if you are a Capricorn that knows what you are doing with your energy, you cut ties with somebody, is what you did. You cut ties with somebody that was a false friend. And then, so I feel like the Knight of Cups does represent the rhythm and flow of your energy. So some of you guys are doing pretty good. If you did your spiritual work, you should be doing pretty good, because I feel like a lot of y'all had to cut off somebody in the recent past. Okay. All right. Lisa, well, first of all, you were supposed to pay the money to Cash App, and I think it was supposed to be at least $10, and you paid $2. So now you rushing me for a reading. Okay. Okay. We're gonna wait until we're done doing the all signs readings, and then I'll do the chat questions. Okay. We're not quite on that segment of the show yet. I want to get these out of the way first, okay? If you don't mind. And yeah. Okay. And then also just keep in mind, I'm gonna make 50 cents off of your question. That's why I was trying to disconnect that super chat today. Oh my goodness. I think I have to do it before I go live. I think I have to do it before I go live, y'all. Because I think there's like a little button that you can push before you go live that says show super chat. And I think I'm going to come back and do chat questions for Cash App payment. I think I'm going to come back and do that in a separate thing once I'm done with this. But I will answer you guys' questions, okay, before I go. Okay. All right, Aquariuses, you guys got the 10 of Swords. So I feel as though a lot of you Aquariuses have been dealing with betrayal. This is either from another water sign or it could be a fire sign. It could be, I'm sorry, not another water sign, another air sign. It could be a water sign or it could be a fire sign, in particular, a Sagittarius. Okay. And the 10 of Swords represents being in a place where you may feel kind of hungover. Somebody calling me, y'all. I'll let it go to voicemail. That's my business line ringing, y'all. Sorry. You did miss the Taurus. You should be able to go back. Tauruses are always second on the list. Always. Tauruses are always second. Okay, y'all come right after the Aries. So it's all the way back. Okay. Okay. Anyway, going back to the Aquariuses, I feel like a lot of you guys have reached the end of like a negative situation or either like a negative association. You guys did get the 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. The 9 of Swords was actually on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like possibly within the last 24 hours or just in the recent to distant past, a lot of you Aquariuses may have been experiencing some, thank you. Just got a Cash App. Thank you. I will do your chat question. Y'all are amazing. Appreciate that. Okay. All right. So the 10 of Swords symbolizes that last night or either the day before or either the past week, you may have been experiencing some anxiety, some, possible obsessive thoughts, not being able to sleep. But the 10 of Swords is actually so much better. Even though it's pretty bad, it's pretty bad. I will tell you, something is going on today for you guys. And so this was at the bottom of the deck. When spirits tell me to look at the bottom of the deck, I always do. That's a pretty card, isn't it? Okay. All right, yeah, just give me a moment. And I'm going to drink some more coffee too, guys. I got to get somebody to warm up my coffee for me. Hold on a second. Okay, so I shouldn't even have to tell the Aquariuses. I shouldn't even have to tell. Okay, Lord Shiva actually helps with that a lot. In fact, there's a Shiva mantra that was on the TV, and I just turned it up so you guys can hear it. Let me do some more clarity. Give me some clarity. What's going on for the Aquarius spirits? Good Lord. This has got to be, you know what I also feel that it is? I feel like it's a dysfunction in your family too. A lot of times the 10 represents family or either a group of people, some kind of negativity, maybe disagreements, arguments. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it is some sort of money thing. Okay. It's got something to do with money. Possibly somebody owes you money and you were counting on that money. Okay. Somebody, it can be either a friend or whatever situation. There was money that was supposed to be paid, but it may not have. So what you have to do is you have to trust that either an alternative is on its way, or you may need to just cut your losses. If you sit around tripping off of what people owe you, they got you. Listen, if you sit around and you trip so long and you're just in a bad place. Ooh, I'm so mad. This person owes me money. And I'm so angry and so mad because they owe me money. Listen, that's going to do you a disservice, and that person has power over you. So what I would do is I would go and do an alternative. Okay. And also the purpose of that person borrowing the money was to block you. Some people will try to borrow money from you. Some people will try to borrow money from you just so that they can say that they got you or something. So this is that kind of situation to where you got betrayed when it comes to some money. The Ace of Coins is reversed, and then the Seven of Coins is reversed as well. So there does seem to be a financial blockage all across the board for the air signs. There seems to be a blockage financially. So maybe I need to do a group reading for you guys later, because your group seems to be affected possibly by either the energies of this full moon or, I didn't really study the planets today because a lot of people that do readings, they also study astrology, which is something that I've been wanting to get into. So I do know that today is Saturday and we are dealing with Saturn, but, maybe Jupiter, or maybe it may have something to do with Mercury. I'll have to look at my, because there's actually people that I watch on YouTube that educate me on astrology and like what planets are present now and who it's affecting negatively. Okay. So I feel like the air signs are being affected negatively, probably because you guys are so vulnerable and susceptible to those energies, because you guys are air energy. So your minds are very, very fragile. Okay. Very, very fragile. And, this is the reason why all of the air signs are depicted by balance. The Gemini is depicted by the twins. The Libra is depicted by the scales. And then the Aquariuses are depicted by being the water bear. So this is the first thing that I feel like spirits is telling you to do. First thing you need to do is you need to take a relaxing bath. Put you some herbs in it. Put you some calendula. Maybe a little bit of cinnamon. You don't have to use the powder cinnamon. You can use the cinnamon sticks. You can put, they've got herbal botanical stores that you can actually go to. Some jasmine. Jasmine is extremely good, as well as chamomile. Chamomile is perfect for taking like a prosperity bath. I feel like a lot of you also are having aches and pains in your either your head or your stomach. Okay, and just kind of in a bad place today. So that would be the advice for the Aquarius. Take you a nice hot bath, maybe sip you some herbal tea, and it really will do you some good. Okay, it really will. And then after that, maybe even doing some meditation, setting some positive affirmations for yourself, talking to your spirits, and actually going to your spirit guides that you should trust. You should have trust in your spirits that they're going to make it better, and then you'll start to feel better, because I feel like a lot of Aquariuses are just really in a very uninspired, blocked frame of mind today. Okay. And so bathing in herbs, taking some deep breaths, breathing in, breathing out, and, drinking your herbs is going to be good, and you'll start to feel better. Okay. All right. Hello, Faza and Sidant. Faza, I already did, or Faza, however you pronounce that. I'm sorry. I already did the Cancers. The Cancers were number 4. So if you go back, you'll be able to get the Cancer reading. Okay. All right. Temperance comes up for the Pisces. So I feel like today is really rough for the Pisces. Okay. It's really rough for the Pisces today. There's a situation that's going on that is causing you to have to be very patient. Now, at first glance, I do feel that somebody may owe you money too. They either owe you money or they might owe you an apology. Okay, it's something that happened. Let me find out what this is, spirit guides. Give me some clarity for the Pisces. Also, guys, when you send me your payments through Cash App, you can actually ask your question via Cash App, or you can just post your question in the chat. Just let me know, hey, I paid through Cash App, because I don't even see that person. The person that paid by Cash App, or you going to do a check? Holler at me in the chat and let me know who you are. Okay, spirits, give me some clarity for the Pisces, clarity for Temperance. Yeah, the Three of Swords reversed. You almost got the same exact reading as the Libra, which is really interesting. Yeah. So it's the same scenario as with the Libra. I feel as though there is some somebody that may be disappointing you or doing something. This person could either be a Sagittarius specifically, or they could be an air sign energy. I'm also picking up on a water sign energy, or either the King of Wands reverse. What I'm sensing for a lot of you Pisceans is that somebody owes you child support, especially for a lot of the female Pisces. He done got paid and didn't pay you your child support, okay, to help out with his children that he, should be willing to take care of. The reason why is it could possibly be a third party, and it's extremely unfair, that person is not taking the proper responsibility, or they could just owe you money, or they could have just did you dirty, and they possibly owe you an apology because they did you wrong. And so I feel like you guys are experiencing those emotions. Now, what I will tell you is that I would call the Archangel Michael. You said you should be a Pisces right now. I feel like y'all should call the Archangel Michael. He is a real angel. Also, maybe Metatron, maybe Gabriel. I can tell you who all is coming through. I can see your spirit guides, okay? So this is going to be Michael. Temperance is going to be Michael. This is possibly going to be, the Justice is possibly going to be Metatron, or either, there's a lot of different angels, guys, a lot of different ones, okay? This could be Gabriel, or either Raphael that you need to call to, okay? And let me tell you something, I feel like a lot of y'all are hurting today, like you're hurting emotionally over something, okay? And what I feel is that I feel strongly that what you have to understand is that your mind seems to be doing this. I feel like, first of all, you guys need to get your mind off of it. Maybe possibly, take you a nice hot shower or bath. Maybe get you some light exercise, and then balance and ground yourself. Was you Lisa J. Rocks? Are you a Pisces? Yeah, I can see that for a lot of the Pisceans, as well as the Aquariuses. Also, people can only do what you allow them to do. I think that this is a relationship that has been a disappointment. And, I think that you put enough of yourself into it, to where it's kind of like, okay, this person needs to get themselves together, and maybe it's time for you to cut the cord. So, yeah, I'll try to do an air sign group reading. It'll probably not be until later on. But yeah, I'll try to do that because it seems like you guys are having also the water signs. But Cancer was the most positive of the water signs. Not that it's a competition. It's really not. It's not a competition, guys. I don't think that we should be saying, haha, I'm doing better than you. And I feel like we should all help each other and say, hey, this is what you can do for yourself to make things better, because a lot of times misery loves company. So, yeah, I've been so loving to people and it's like they want to see me bleed and suffer. Okay. You know what? Do you want to see yourself suffer? All you can do is, heal yourself emotionally. And, I know for a fact that people definitely feel those negative emotions really, really heavy around the full moon. So, yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, Ryan's daughter. Okay, so I'm done with the all signs readings. You know what? Let me throw a final advice card for you know what? That's enough for the Pisces. Y'all need to use, the energies and the elements that you have to make yourself better. I know that every time I go through anything, it seems like I've been needing to take a bath every day this week, but I've been doing it. And I got to go clean them herbs about the tub. Man, I put some of that, I'll put that pennyroyal, that Domania leaf in there. And I'll put some of that devil's shoestring watch and that dragon's blood and patchouli wash that I have. And sometimes I'll put some of my success bath wash in there, just a little small capful, and you put them herbs in there, that calendula. So take your spiritual baths, and if you still don't see anything, then it may be you may need something stronger, which would be a ritual or either a candle. Okay. Mm-hmm. Because we should all be relaxed today, and also think about what you did yesterday and what you did last week. It seemed like karma always creeps up on people around the full moon, too. Some sort of karmic situation that makes you look back on your actions and say, why did I do that? Because you can have a negative butterfly effect over your own life. So just keep that in mind, okay? Be careful with that because, I mean, I know it's kind of difficult, but you can do it, especially when you have things really balanced out. You have, for me, I do plan things in advance. Like whenever I'm creating a new item, I'll buy the items and I'll say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to start working on this and I'll set goals for myself. So just try to organize yourself. You have to be able to organize yourself and say, hey, I'm going to do this on this day, that on the next day, so that you won't be quite so scattered. Okay. You say you got a headache today? You know what? It depends on how you feel, like through and through, but headaches can sometimes be a warning sign. So I feel like if you are having headaches, you know what I do for headaches? I go take a bath. If I have any headaches, body aches, maybe I may be feeling some kind of intranquility, like around my solar plexus or my heart chakra, I go take a bath. And I use Epsom salts. Epsom. Okay. You got to have those. And it definitely does help. And sometimes I have to make people do it because people will be like, I don't know. You sure that's going to work? I'll be like, go and run your bath water. And I want to hear the bathtub running. So I've actually had to coach people. I've actually had to coach people into getting into the bath because I've been on the phone with people, guys, that they have such negative entities around them that I have to tell them, I have to say, look, we got an hour. Okay. While I'm talking to you, I want you to be drawing up your bath. Even if you don't have all the herbs and everything that you need, and even if you just have table salt, run your bath water, go in the other room so that you'll be able to hear me. And then I want you to get in the bath because believe it or not, um, taking a bath And you want to purify that water, though. That's why we use sea salt and salt. And the Epsom salt helps you to relax, okay? But we use salt, whatever kind of salt, and get in there. And then I notice that when they start to calm down, I start to calm down. And then I'm like, okay, I can tell you feeling better. They like, yeah, I'm feeling better. Because, a lot of us are not trained to do that. And like for me, I've trained myself. It's a ritual for me. If I feel any type of way, I go in there, I sweep out if there's any leftover herbs in the tub, because sometimes you got to bathe every day. Like this week, I have to bathe every day this week. And the reason why is because I got stuff coming up. I've got galangal root, a big bag of it. If you ever feel imbalanced or something, that's excellent for your solar plexus. It's excellent for your solar plexus. Okay. So don't be sleep on those spiritual baths. Okay. Those baths will cleanse your soul. But the important thing is once you take a bath, especially once you get a cleanse, you got to stay away from negative people. Otherwise, you may end up having to cleanse yourself all over again. So the candle cleanses are good. They are important. You want at least a 7-day candle to get an effective cleanse. Okay. All right. Let me start with these chat questions. I'm going to answer the question for Orion's daughter. My spirits, but I've asked my spirits to stand for me in front of this entity. I just want to know what's the progress or advice. Okay. Orion's daughter, I am doing your reading. You know what, Orion's daughter? Shout me out in the chat real quick. Orion's daughter and Lisa J. Rocks. Shout me out in the chat real quick. Let me know that you're here and you're listening, because sometimes y'all will leave and come back and say, hey, did you do my question yet? Okay, so shout me out if you're ready. If you guys want a full chat reading or either a reading with me in private, go ahead and make your payment by Cash App. It's $ psychic Jamila, and you'll see a picture of me so you'll know it's me. Okay. All right, cool. You here? Okay, I'm just gonna go warm up my coffee real quick. Is what I need to do. So I'll be right back. Excuse me. I'm back. I am getting ready to rehome all of my animals, guys. I've got to find good homes for them, okay? Okay. Oh, this coffee is so good. Okay. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels. Hold on. Orion's daughter says that she's asked her spirits to stand for her in front of this entity. Just want to know what's the progress or advice, spirits. What messages do you have? Okay, 9 of Wands flipped over. The Sun flipped over. There's definitely a spirit guide that's here, Orion's daughter. It's coming through with a very, very, it comes through through the Sun card, okay? The Star card comes up, but it's reversed. Okay. All right. So Orion's daughter, I do see a couple of spirit guides here. They do seem to be helping you out in whatever the situation is, because the 9 of Wands comes up and then the Sun card. So definitely that energy is there. But I feel like with the Star card coming up reverse, the advice is to do crown chakra and third eye meditation, or maybe even do some healing rituals. Now, listen, taking a spiritual bath is a healing ritual. It is. And every single time I take a spiritual bath, it just heals me. And I feel so good. And I just get out and I, either drink me some coffee or some tea or whatever it is, or a glass of wine, and I'm able to relax for the rest of the day. Temperance does come up. And then the 2 of Wands. So something, I feel like I can sense a codependent entity that possibly does feed off of you, like takes a lot of your energy from you. Thank you, Orion's daughter. Oh, was that you? Was that you that did that? Okay. Okay, cool. Good. Thank you. Okay, well, let's go ahead and look at the rest of the cards. So she said, oh my God. Well, you can tell that it's kind of, it's got an attachment at the root. There's a lot of spirits around you. It really is. And you can also see a couple of negative spirits here that are really, really bringing you a lot of negative energy. I see buzzards is what I see. I see at least 1, 2, 3, 4 buzzards. But so protect your crown and then also do that third eye meditation. Also removing destructive energies and negative subconscious blockages. They have tons of those videos on YouTube. Shiva mantras are really, really good. Lakshmi mantras are good. If you want to get into the more, what you need is something calming, soothing, and relaxing. Okay, don't listen to nobody like Kali Ma, because Kali Ma, she'll get you all riled up. So I feel like Shiva, root chakra, balancing Kundalini frequencies. Definitely light your red candles. Definitely do that. You having some issues in love life. I can see that there's a couple of people that did you wrong. I can definitely see that. Yeah, and you know what, Orion's daughter, I'm wondering if you practice at all, because I noticed that when you are running a practice, especially if you're a high priestess or a witch, outside energies are not welcome. Like, we can't have people in our lives stressing us out. We can't have that. We got to have people that are, taking care of us. Because I was just thinking about that when I was downstairs, because, I had been dealing with, the energies that I was dealing with, they would just drain me. And then I'd have to, sometimes I couldn't even get up to go into the bathtub. Like, I'd have to have some help. And you're not supposed to feel that way. So I do feel, I can see those energies trying to feed. And because you can tell, because the two, here it is right here, Temperance and the Two of Wands in the reverse position. Okay. Yeah. Well, the first thing that you want to do is get in that water, though, or either drink some water, either. But I like a lot of people, and you know that a lot of my clients, they don't even have bathtubs, like they only have showers. And I'll be trying to tell them, I'll be like, you need to take a bath, because that is what's going to clear you and cleanse you. And not just clear you and cleanse you, because cleanses have to be done with fire. They do. I mean, you can slowly cleanse yourself day by day by taking a bath and burning a candle with it. But like sometimes there can be a particularly large amount of energy that may really be overwhelming. So I do kind of sense that that's what's going on. Maybe even some negative people in the past. Thank you. Mm-hmm. You said what's what called again, Mary Lee? Which thing that I talked about? Because I talked about a lot. Mm. These are definitely some negative spirits that you want to cleanse with a candle. These two right here. This one seems to be connected to the heart, and this one's connected to the root. Seems to be affecting all of your chakras, but mainly your root, your solar, possibly the solar plexus, possibly, but I'm seeing crown, third eye, heart, and root, mainly your root chakra, especially with that Two of Wands reversed. So you want to recharge batteries again as well, because you do. Okay, well, you know what? Get them investors ready. I would love to do that too. I would love to run a metaphysical academy of witchery. Yes, I would. I would love to. Or of mastery, not so you can master other people necessarily, but mastering your own energies and stuff. But if somebody is extremely negative, I would not advise keeping that person around me and then just cleansing myself. Nobody's worth that, in my opinion. Now this is what I will tell you. What I can sense, Orion's daughter, is you possibly having baggage, but the baggage that you have, it's people that choose to be your baggage. It's people that are trying to be baggage, people that are trying to make it look like you got all this baggage around you or whatever. Those are the people that you need to not even acknowledge most of the time. Yeah, thank you. I'd appreciate it. I would love to do that. Yes, I would. Oh, thank you, Orion's daughter. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Let me see if there's any other advice. You got the Ten of Swords was on the bottom, so I can definitely tell that there's been some people betraying you. And you just got to recharge yourself. That's really all you can do after you've been through a betrayal. You give yourself time to heal. But see, for me, I don't like to, look, I can't. I've got too many people depending on me. I can't take forever to heal from anything. I got to be healed within hours. So, and so I would try to do a cleanse on yourself is what you need to try to do, because even though I was taking all these spiritual baths and stuff, which I'm going to do it again today, to banish certain, spirits and energies off of my body, and then also to relax me and to, make sure everything is open, everything is healthy, I'm relaxed, nothing's inflamed, there's no stress. But then I would also light a candle with it too. Okay, Four of Cups comes up, which means that you may have dealt with some narcissistic people. What other advice do you want to give to Orion, Orion's daughter? Okay, so you got the Four of Cups, you got the Ace of Cups. So you're definitely, your spirit is trying to purge some negative energy, and it's also trying to recharge itself. So again, this has something to do with your Kundalini and like your chi. So yeah, I feel like you can quickly restore yourself. This card is all about, being balanced in the four corners, okay? This right here represents needing to be grounded. Okay? This represents, okay, Mary Lee, I'll still be here because I got another question to answer. You need to ground yourself. The King of Coins comes up in the reverse position. Actually ground yourself through root chakra meditation. A lot of people, that way you can hit two birds up with one stone, because I feel like it's definitely coming from the root chakra. So you can do that and you'll feel much better. But I do feel as though there is quite a bit of negative energies, maybe even some bad spirits or energies that may have been attached to you, that may have been put on you somehow, that you need to cleanse with a candle. Okay, is what I would do. All right. Are you satisfied with that reading? I hope that was worth it for you. I'm going to move on to the next person. Now, the other person that paid, I appreciate the super chat. If you want a longer reading, you can send the money to Cash App, and you'll get a full reading like Orion's daughter did. And no, I won't announce the name on your Cash App publicly. No, I won't, because your Cash App has to be attached to your real name. So either white for cleansing and red for regenerating yourself. You may even need a black candle, because a black candle will banish bad energies off of you. But you know what colors have been working very well for me is red, white, and green. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So if you guys want chat questions answered, just go to your Cash App. It is $psychicjamila, and I will give you a reading. Try not to donate to the super chat, because I'll only see like 50 cents of it. Okay. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so before I move on, I'm going to call out Lisa J. Rocks. My son is being bad. Think dad is involved. That's a serious question. Can you shout me out if you're still here, Lisa? Go ahead and shout me out in the chat if you're still here. I'll wait. I've never heard this mantra before. Okay, thank you. I did just get another payment through Cash App. Whoever just made that payment, shout me out in the chat. Just come back into the chat and shout me out, okay? You're very welcome, Orion's daughter. You're very welcome. And try what I asked you to try, and then come back and tell me how it helped you. You know, because some of this stuff you can try to do for yourself, but if it's really, really bad, it's nothing wrong with going to get help. Yeah, you did. Thank you, Mary Lee. Go ahead and post your question unless you already have done so. And I don't think that you did. Okay, so go ahead and post your question. Yeah, $10 is perfect. Thank you. I'm just waiting for your question. By the way, thank you for the thumbs up and the support, you guys. Okay. Sure, absolutely. So you want to ask the same question as Orion's daughter. Okay. No problem. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels. You know what? I'm sorry, guys. I am in a habit of clearing my cards before I move on to the next reading. So bear with me for one moment while I do that. Okay, there it is. Wouldn't it be nice if everybody took my advice, Orion's daughter? It certainly wouldn't be nobody angry at me. Hey, Lisa. Lisa, is there any way that you can make your payment by Cash App? Otherwise, I can give you a quick reading, but I'm going to do Mary because Mary paid by Cash App, okay? Yeah, seriously. Okay. Cleanse and consecrate the cards. I also use crystals to clear my cards out too at the end of the day when I'm done. Okay. All right, spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels. Mary wants to know if spirits are helping and what's the progress of the spirits helping her. And advice. What advice do you want to offer to Mary Lee? Okay. Shuffling, a lot of shuffling. Yes, honey. Okay, give me a second, honey. I'll be in there in a minute. Okay. I just wanted to finish shuffling. Thank you, spirits. Okay. Okay, oh my God. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to get Jake some toilet paper. Okay, so first of all, what spirits can see. I'm wondering, Mary, if you've been thinking about either continuing your education or either turning in another direction um, as far as with your career. Okay, because the Eight of Coins comes up. Now, right above that is the Ten of Wands. So what I'm sensing is a lot of pressure behind it because um, Ten of Wands is typically a symbol of struggle and having a lot of weight on your shoulders and having a lot of stresses in life. I do feel as though you do definitely at the moment have a lot to be thankful for. So I think the message from your spirits is to be thankful for what you have. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. When it comes, especially when it comes to finances or when it comes to um, where you are, like if you have a roof over your head, if you have, certain things, I feel like because the last card is the Four of Cups. So that's the first thing. I do feel as though there is some fear or some anxiety though about switching up your career so that you can make more money. Okay. Oh, you did go back to school. So are you getting some stress in school? Well, these cards are accurate. Are you having stress at school, Mary? Ten of Wands could represent the other students. I do see a lot of people around you, like, or either a lot of energies that you're dealing with. Do you go to college or do you go to online school or something? What kind of school do you go to? Because, I do feel as though school within itself is probably, um, causing some anxiety, and it could be because there are other things that are on your mind. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that would be scary. That would be scary. Ew, good grief, what is going on with this? Ugh, sorry, y'all. Bachelor of Science in Land and Energy Management. Ooh, sounds serious. There does seem to be some news coming to you about money. Have you been applying for jobs? Because I feel like the Page of Swords represents news coming to you. But then after it is the Three of Swords and the Four of Cups. I feel like spirits is saying that, you know, first of all, it can be scary when you're not sure or certain how you're going to pay your bills, especially if you're dealing with a layoff. But that energy is not going to do you any good. It's not going to serve you very well. It's going to cause you to not be able to see clearly or think clearly. So I feel like if I were you, like, oh, this is a big one. Don't tell yourself, oh God, I'm never going to make it. Oh my God, this is going to happen. Oh my God, that's going to happen. Oh my God. And I'm wondering if I do feel like maybe there may be some bills that you may be behind on or something that you need to pay that may be stressing you. But I feel like your spirit guides want you to be careful with what you speak towards you because that law of attraction thing is so real. hmm So you want to do like a work from home job? There's plenty of those out there. hmm You can not only just let it happen, but speak it into existence. Do your positive affirmations and, try not to think negatively, thinking positively, turning that negative into a positive, and also turning tough situations into miracles, and, you know, this is something I feel like the problem seems to be kind of stuck in your mind. And when you focus too much on the problem and not the solution, which the solution is to think it, speak it, feel it. And if you can feel it and you can feel those blessings coming into you, then they'll happen. Yep, the star card came up and the two of cups. So that is the direct guidance from your spirits, Mary, is for you to not so much dwell on the problem, which is the fact that you need another job, but rather to speak that job towards you. And then once you start doing that, that's going to open up that doorway to, more productivity. You're going to be more proactive in solving the issue. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Um, Sometimes Virgos can have a tendency to worry too much about money. And I know it's difficult because, I had some stuff that had happened. I'm not gonna go into detail, but you know, it was like I needed to, it was kind of like I had to wait a couple of more days because, like I told y'all, I have people paying for spell work all the time through my website and they was like, wait a minute, hold on, are you legitimate? So I was talking about that last night. And but I know that all of that is gonna be solved, and it's not that big of a deal because it's almost like, well, oh, okay, all you need is some paperwork. Okay, well, I got that. I always have documentation. So just make sure that you focus on the solution, come up with a plan, say what you're going to do, think what you're going to do. Okay. Um, and also the worries that you have, let the worries go. Let them go into, I guess, a black hole in the universe, something, or try to change those worries into positive. So the Eight of Swords, it comes up, especially being right next to the Knight of Swords. Like this is where you have to retrain your brain and your thought process because that is where all of your outcomes are going to come from. That's where all of that is going to come from. It's going to come from your mind. And so if you can get your mind, programmed to where you are not only you're able to attract those things to yourself as well as speak them into existence. You have to be able to do that. Yeah. Yeah. And even the frequencies that you listen to. I know last night, like I was saying, y'all, there was like a truck and it was down the street and it was just beep, beep, beep for like 30 minutes straight. And that beeping is the sound of danger, because it was a truck that was probably backing up. But I'm in my house and I can hear it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and so it's a frequency. So what you got to do when that happens, instead of letting it irritate you, I constantly play frequencies in my house. There's a Native American flute that I listen to. Also another one that's really, really grounding is there is like a fall ambience with rain, and it just takes you to a very relaxed state. Now, if you're at the point where you feel like you're going to have a nervous breakdown because you're like, oh my God, I got to do this, I got to do that, then listen to, kind of the more so the frequencies that, help to raise your, what is it called? To raise your vibrations, to, to bring up the positive, and to help you, to help you, work through that in your mind. And once your mind has worked through it and you're not stressed out, then, then you can move forward and do it, and you know what, do you have like, thank you, Orion's door. Do you have like some testing that's coming up? Like, or are you getting ready to take a test or something? Definitely use them. And you know what? They've been up for years. Like some of them have just went up in the past 3 or 4 months. They've got a lot of people that create these frequencies, and some of them are really good. Just like the Dr. Virtual is really good, and a couple of other ones. But I would download them too, because you never know. They might try to censor it. But for now, they're up and they're available for free to listen to on YouTube. Then pretty soon, instead of your brain working towards negativity and stress and burden, then your brain is doing something else. And when your brain is able to do that, then all of the things that you want are going to come to you. So you're dealing with the fact that you need a job, and then also you have an exam coming up that you have to study for. So listen to the study frequencies. Those are going to be very good for you, the ones that help you focus, because you're going to need to be able to focus. Okay, because you can't necessarily you don't have to mess up in school just because of that. I mean, you don't have to have any of that negative stuff going on, as long as you are, thinking, saying it, and feeling it. Okay. And then you can almost see it at the moment that it comes into you. You can see it, and then you'll be very happy. I know there's been plenty of times, and you can go get you some champagne, because I do see a job coming. But I feel like this is going to block it out. This and this is going to block it out. So take what you already have, which is why whenever we do money work, whenever we do money works, or whenever we do money work, you notice how a lot of times practitioners will use like the money that they have. So for example, if you have $100 and you're like, I need a job, I need this, I need that, I need to pull this in so I can pay this bill. Take the money that you already have and put it towards it. Okay, put it towards that, and then you'll see that money, that money will multiply itself. Okay, and say, okay, this is what I have. I need more. Give me more. Okay, or give me another job. Or I will get another job. Because the way we're supposed to be is not we technically none of us should be in a position of begging for anything, whether or not it's a job, whether or not it's if you're running your own business, whichever one that you're doing, you don't necessarily have to be like, oh, you can, because jobs, they use your energy to manifest. So it's kind of like the way you look at yourself too. You have to look at yourself as an asset to the company. By the way, guys, if y'all ever need help, like as far as with interviews, I am very good at interviewing for jobs. Back when I was in the workforce, before I retired early to become a high priestess and to start my own practice, and I was very good at job interviews. I was very good at promoting myself. I was very good at that. And then that way, when you have that attitude of, and you definitely, like, for example, if you're looking for a raise on your job, you don't want to go in there and say, well, sir, I've got 3 kids I got to take care of. Don't ever say nothing like that when you are looking for a job or any of that, because right off the bat, that says to them, we can take advantage of this person. So I know how to teach women to do some pretty powerful, job interviews, and and you just have to feel good about yourself, and don't focus on all that negative stuff. Just say, hey, this is what I can do for your company, blah 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 blah. I'm available to start immediately. And then sometimes when you interview for like one of these jobs that are like, a lot of people want the job, it's like paying really good, I would follow up with them. Like maybe a couple of days later, just send them a nice little letter or a nice little email and follow up with them. So, okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mary Lee. Let me look and see what this job offer that you're going to get, because I'm intrigued about that. Were you like a oh, well, see, you was able to pay your rent through the end of the year. That's bomb right there. Okay. Mary Lee says, I paid my rent through the end of the year and my car until the end of January. My nephew has to take growth hormones. Insurance only pays 1 shot a month. Oh no, I've been paying for second, and it's $2,000 a month. It's stressful. You're welcome, Mary Lee. Thank you. Thank you. It was something else that I was gonna say. Oh, I can kind of see what you did on your last job, but I feel like on your last job, it was one of those jobs where you were helping people. It had to have been. What you do on, well, you don't have to go into all of that, I guess, if you don't want, but I'm wondering because I do see a job offer that is going to be made. But see, a lot of times you can block out communication. Like if you start blocking communication and you see this 3, and this 4, that equals 7. So there's somebody trying to communicate with you about an opportunity. Okay. And it may be a little delayed, but it's coming through. All right. Let's move on to the person that paid in the chat. I want to make sure that she's still here. I think she already said that she was still here. Lisa J. Rocks. Are you able to cash at me, dear? Or did you want me to do like a quick reading for you? Because I think you did shout me out in the chat. If you guys want a chat reading, you can cash at me. The $10 seems about pretty good. That's what I had said earlier. And my Cash App is $ Psychic Jamila. Okay, so you were a leasing agent. That's what it sounds like to me, a leasing agent. And you have to really be a people person to do a job like that, right? You have to be a people person. So I could see that. There does seem to be a job offer coming through. Let me throw the cards real quick before I move on, and I want to see what job offer. Spirits, what is this job offer that you see coming through that seems to be getting blocked? Okay. Yeah, they're coming to offer you a job, but there's way too many, like the Five of Cups comes up. So I feel like the energy is bad. Your energy is possibly, so just think more positive, because you can see this Six of Cups coming up. You can also see this Knight of Coins that comes up in the reading. So this is money. So this is definitely, this Page of Swords is bringing you a job offer. Okay. Also, if there's any jobs that you see like in the paper, or if it's any jobs that you see advertised online, and can definitely apply for those, and you'd be surprised how quickly you get an interview. Okay, Lisa, are you still here, dear? What happened? What happened to the rest of my chat? All of the other chats are gone except for the one. Can you guys clarify if you still see me live, please? Can you guys do that for me? Can you guys shout out in the chat and let me know if you guys can hear me live? Otherwise, I'll probably have to come back. Okay, now everything came back up. Okay, I was about to say, dang, all my chats are gone except for that one. All right, is Lisa still here? Lisa, I had to do the other two people because they paid by Cash App before you, dear. Here, I am here. Y'all, this rain is so nice. I'm listening to a frequency right now. It's the not a frequency. It's actually rain on leaves on a forest, and a 10-hour video for relaxation. And it's so relaxing because it ain't hardly rained a bit over here in Georgia. It is just not doing anything when it comes to rain. I can see 8 of you guys in the chat room. If you could please like put some chats in or whatever, just to let me know that you're here. And then also hit that thumbs up. If you guys want a question, I'll be here longer. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and because I've been meaning to get this reading uploaded. But you know what? Sometimes, guys, when y'all have blockages, sometimes seems like it's an extra weight. So I had gotten this client's video reading done, and I'm sure she's going to be happy with it because it's an extra long, very detailed reading. And so I could see everything. So I'm going to get that uploaded shortly here and get that sent over to you. Y'all ever get a coffee grind in your coffee and you be thinking, what is that? Is that like a bug or a coffee grind? It's neither one. It's a little dot or something. Yeah, this is super duper relaxing. Anybody else here that wants a reading? And then where is Lisa J. Rocks at? Okay, I don't want to cheat anybody. So even though Lisa doesn't seem to be here anymore, I'd like for her to put something in the chat. Hey, Araceli. Okay, you asked, will your ex Sean contact me? It's been 3 months since I broke things off. Uh-oh. Okay, this one is going to take a minute. Can you donate or not donate or pay for your reading? Donate, pay for your reading through Cash App. Are you able to pay $10 through Cash App? No, not super chat. No, not super chat. Directly to Cash App. You know what? And I've been talking about that. I've been trying to get rid of the super chat. It won't let me get rid of it. Like, I think I have to, I think I can disable it before I go live, though. You don't know Cash App? You don't know how to go to cashapp.com? Okay. Well, go ahead and do it in the super chat. But if you can, I'd rather it go to Cash App because super chat takes like 65%. So for example, if you give me, $10, I'll only get 4 of it, which I don't really like that. That's why I was gonna come back. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back a little bit later, like probably like in an hour or so, and I'll do this again. But I think I may disable the super chat because I just, you know, I don't really feel comfortable with them taking 65%. They already, it's yeah. You just uploaded Cash App. Okay, well my cash tag is $ psychic Jamila. You'll be able to see my picture on there too. So when I receive that, I'll definitely answer. Hey, Lisa. Hey, go ahead and be able to make a Cash App payment, or else I can just do like a quick reading for you for your question that you did in the super chat. Okay. All right, sweetie. Let's see. Lisa J. Rocks. Okay, hold on. Uh-oh. You know what? I can't even go all the way up on the chat. I know that you did a $2 thing. You were asking about your son, right? You had a question about your son. I can't scroll up to see your question. It's not letting me load the entire chat for some reason. So go ahead and repost your question. Thank you. You're going to repost the question because I know you said my son is being bad. You said my son is being bad, and then I can't remember after that. What's your son's zodiac sign? You know your son's zodiac sign? Of course you know your son's zodiac sign, of course. Araceli, my cash tag is $ psychic Jamila. Oh Lord, this mantra is so good for health. I need to, you know what? I need to share with you guys some of these mantras that you can listen to. Okay, cool. Let me see. It must be taking a minute to come through to me. Let me see. Okay, let's give it a few minutes. Okay. All right, spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels for Lisa J. Rocks. What messages do you have about her son? Okay, her son's being bad. I can't remember everything else that she asked, but what messages do you have for Lisa about her son? Okay, so I'm going to do a quick one. All right, so your son needs some grounding. I feel like he's experiencing some anxiety. You got the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Coins. So people, anxiety manifests in people differently. Okay. So the reason why your son is acting kind of off like that is because of like some subconscious fears and anxiety. Okay, Araceli, I just received it. It took a couple of minutes, but I got you. Go ahead and post your question. Oh, you already did, didn't you? Okay, so I'll get to your question in a minute, Araceli. Okay, Lisa, your son needs grounding. Okay, he also may need direction, and I feel like his solar plexus may be either underactive or overactive, something to do with that. And girl, why did my son just start acting bad? What? Dude, Jacob just started fussing. Like, that's crazy. But I feel like he has anxiety. Okay. My little one, my 6-year old, he has a lot of anxiety around the game that he plays. And I'll be like, boy, what was that noise? It sounded like that was weird. Okay. All right, Araceli, I'm gonna do your question. Okay. Spirit guides, ancestors, up a card fell out. You got the Queen of Swords that fell out. So that's good grief. Cards is just falling. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry for belching in y'all ear. Okay. Will the ex Sean contact you? Um, I did get a no answer, but we're gonna get into that. You said it's been 3 months since you broke things off. Okay. So Queen of Swords was the first card that flipped out of the deck while I was shuffling. The Knight of Coins, the Five of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Six of Cups. First of all, I think that you would probably have to contact him, and I can see that you more than likely desire a reunion with him because the Six of Cups comes up, and he may even be thinking about getting back with you, but I feel like he has a lot of anger. I feel like he's angry. Okay. Feel like he's angry. The Five of Cups comes up. There may be some sort of um maybe he has a hard time forgiving. Maybe he holds grudges or something. So I did get a no on if he's going to contact you. It's nothing wrong with you contacting him, though, is what Spirits is saying. But I'm going to ask Spirits Spirits, what advice do you want to give to Araceli? Sometimes you can contact your ex, either to get closure. Okay, you may want to contact him and get some closure. Whether or not he wants the relationship or not, it'll still give you closure. But Spirits, what advice do you have for... Okay. I'm going to put these 3 cards to the side because your spirits are making cards fall out of my deck, Araceli. What advice do you want to give to Araceli about her ex Sean? Okay. The Ace of Cups is reversed. The Seven of Wands. The Page of Coins. The Page of Wands. And the Lovers. So he seems to be very stubborn from what I can see. And I feel like he sort of shut himself off. It may not just be from you, but he may have shut himself off from love at the moment. He's married. That's the reason why I broke it off. We dated for 6 months and he didn't take any actions towards a divorce, even though that's what he said he wants. Well, I can tell you that he's not happy. He's not even happy in that marriage. That's why this card came out. The Three of Cups comes up. And I feel like at the moment, if he is married, you know what I'm saying? Not if he is married, but since he's married, he's possibly going through a lot of stress in that situation. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, if it's somebody that's getting a divorce or somebody that's leaving their spouse, I would rather them leave them first. Because that's a hard thing to go through. Divorce is difficult. He is going through a divorce. I didn't even see his wife at first. So you can tell that he's not lying about that. But this is a case where, you know, he has to get over a lot of the negative stuff in the relationship because there is 3 people here. Queen of Swords, the Knight of Coins, and the Knight of Swords. So, you know, but I think that whatever marriage that he's in, he's got to deal with that first. He's got to get over all that stuff first. Okay? Now, also Spirit is saying that there's nothing wrong with you getting in touch with him. Okay? And just saying, "Hey, how you doing? You know, I kind of wanted to clear the air, you know, or to see what you were up to or whatever." But I don't see him contacting you anytime soon. He may contact you in the near future, but it would be a while because I feel like right now he's going through some blockages. Hold on, guys, because my phone is not charging, and I do not want this darn thing to shut down. There we go. I'm gonna have to leave it like that. I got one of them twister cords, y'all. Son is being back. Is it because of his dad? Okay. I think that I'll come back to you, okay, Lisa, because I think that maybe there may be a lag. Because I was talking about that like, you know, over 5 minutes ago before I started on Araceli's reading. I feel like while he's going through that divorce, I feel like he is going to go through the divorce, but I feel like people should go through divorces by themselves because that stuff can be really ugly. And I feel like he's not in a happy relationship. I do believe that the two of you definitely did make each other happier. But see, most of the time when men are stepping outside of their relationship, they could be running from their responsibilities that they already have in the marriage, or they could be avoiding themselves. So I feel like he needs to learn some lessons and, you know, to handle himself and to take care of some things first. Because the Ace of Cups comes up reversed. I don't believe that he's happy. I don't believe that I can definitely see either you needing to contact him or either he's going to contact you, but it'll be a while from now. First of all, second of all, tell me what both of your zodiac signs are, if you don't mind, because that's important, because that way I can read it clearer, because you did get the Lovers, and the Lovers does represent communication. You got, for your advice, the Ace of Cups. So this lets me know that he's not happy. Okay. You're Gemini and he's an Aquarius. Okay. Sagittarius. I'm sorry. So he's definitely, you know what I can see him doing? He's trying to deal with the relationship that he's not happy in. But see, the reason why he's in that unhappy relationship is because he probably made some mistakes as well. So he's got to realize his mistakes too. And that's the lesson that he needs to learn. Otherwise, he'll just come to you and do the same thing. You know, I feel like what it is he has an issue with resolving conflict. I feel like the way that he resolves conflict is through anger, resentment, and that's not the way you're supposed to resolve conflict with your lovers. I mean, it seems like he needs to learn how to be a better lover. Okay, is what I feel like is what's going on. Now the Ace of Cups came up, like I said, the Seven of Wands comes up. So this is where, this is something that may take a while to resolve. And so the relationship is being blocked anyway. But then Page of Coins, Page of Wands, and then the Lovers. So either you can contact him or he's going to get in contact with you eventually. Okay, spirits, when is this going to be? It could take a while. It could take a while. Because the Eight of Cups comes up reversed. I feel like it's going to be after he leaves his wife. I do see him leaving his wife, which is not too often, but I see it a lot. But in most cases, the man is full of crap. He's not planning on leaving his wife in most cases. Okay. But in his case, he will. Okay, spirits, give me, like, when is this going to be? Okay, Eight of Cups is reversed. So I feel like it's not going to be until, if you're waiting on him to contact you, I feel like it's going to be in a couple of months. I feel like it's going to take him like 2 months at least to contact you. Well, you know, when you are in a relationship with somebody, or when you are seeing them, I feel like if they ask you a question, I feel like honesty is always the best policy. So I can definitely see, number one, he has communication issues. Are you going to take him back whenever he contacts you? Let me see what spirits can see in the future for the two of you, because the Lovers does come up, which does represent communication. Eight of Cups reverse tells me he needs to go through leaving the wife first, and I think you told him that. Didn't you tell him to leave his wife first and then come to you? Or did you say something like, contact me when you leave your wife? Did you say that? Okay, we'll look at his feelings, but I feel like you said that, so I feel like that's literally what he's going to do. So just expect that, but it's going to take him a couple of months. He's got kids, doesn't he? There's got to be a kid involved, because the Sun card fell out of the deck. He's definitely doing that thing where he's kind of staying for the kids and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, kids don't really require that. I'd rather my parents be split up than sitting up here fighting and arguing all the time, or not getting along around me. That's just me, but everybody's different, you know? So staying for the kids, because sometimes when couples stay together for the kids, all they do is make the kids miserable because of all of the fighting and the arguments and the dysfunction. Okay, yeah, so I could see that he has a son, and so they keep up appearances for the kids, but he's definitely leaving her in a couple of months. And so let me see what his feelings for you are. Hello, Tanya. Hello. Yeah. They usually should be, but hopefully the woman that they marry has a good level head. Okay? I think that's important because a lot of them will stay, in the situation longer if they feel as though the baby mama is gonna somehow freak out and do something crazy. Okay? Some people hold on to bad relationships even though they're bad. you know. Okay, spirits, how does Sean feel about Araceli? Show me, how does he feel about her? Okay, so the Knight of Wands comes up. So he's definitely attracted to you. I feel like he definitely desires you. The Knight of Wands comes up. But the Nine of Swords comes up, the Eight of Swords comes up, the Ten of Cups comes up, and then the Empress comes up. So he is definitely concerned about fatherhood, but I feel like with the relationship with you, I feel like he is afraid to move forward. He's kind of gotten comfortable where he's at. So that affects how he shows how he feels about you. The Ten of Cups comes up, which does tell me that he does have feelings for you. And I feel like the relationship with you did make him happy, but this is the mother of his children that he's talking about walking away from, which can be very difficult. So the Empress came up and then the Death card. Yeah. He'll definitely be in contact with you in a couple of months. I feel like it's going to more so it'll be before the end of this year. It'll be before the New Year's when he gets in touch with you. Like I said, he is physically attracted to you. He does seem to think that he could have a family with you. I also feel as though he feels that you would be good for the kids. Like, I feel like he is comfortable, or either he was trying to get himself comfortable with, the idea of having another woman around his kids. So the Ten of Cups comes up, signifying that he feels as though you would be good for his kids as well. But then the Empress comes up, which is the wife and the baby mama, and then Death comes up. So he's gonna have to end things with her, and see, that's what you told him. You basically told him that. So, which is good. That's good that you told him that. I feel like more women should do that. I feel like more women shouldn't be afraid to let go of a situation that's not making them happy. So the fact that you did that is actually good, because it lets him know what you're going to expect and what your expectations are, basically. Feel like whoever the person is that he's leaving, they have got to either be air or earth. Sometimes people know the wife's zodiac sign. Do you know the wife's zodiac sign? She's got to either be earth or air. I doubt regret telling him that. You said you don't regret telling him that, but it was very difficult and still is. Yeah, I know. Sometimes you have to, though, because I feel like your spirit was telling you, like, I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't feel comfortable being in this third party relationship. And then, especially if you felt like he wasn't gonna ever leave her. which, you know, leaving somebody that you're married to, or, you know, that's your baby mama, that can be very difficult. So anyway, I feel like it's going to be probably, what I can sense is that you can either contact him, but he'll come to you before the end of the year is up. Let me see if he thinks about you. I think he does think about you. Yeah, he does. The Eight of Swords comes up. But he's trying to keep the, you know, his current situation as the priority. So he's just making sure that he has his priorities in order, which is as far as his family. Okay. Hey, Jacob. All right. Did you have any other questions? Cause I need to let this phone charge. Dang it.
No, what's that?
It's a pumpkin nut muffin. You want some?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll share it with you. Do you think what's up, Donovan? How you doing? Do you think he's planning on the divorce or just thinks about it? No, he's definitely planning on a divorce from her. He wasn't lying about that. Now, I will tell you that at the moment, because he's able to be there with his son, because he's, you know, wanting to play an active role in his kids' lives, he's just kind of making things pleasant for the kids. But the wife, he does really want to leave her. He does. So I could definitely see that, because I think the death card came up twice. The death and the tower card came up twice. You sound like you probably need a full reading. Feel free to either go to the website as well, and you guys can purchase full readings there. Um, or either you can cash at me, and then we can schedule a private reading so that it's not in a chat room. Because I do offer private readings, guys, either by phone. Most of my readings are done on the phone. Okay, baby. Most of my readings are done on the phone. They can be done by Skype and Facebook chat as well. Okay. So the link to my website is below, and then also, you know, I accept Cash App payments. I'm doing good, Donovan Williams. I'm hanging in there. Thank you for asking. Okay, going back up to Lisa's question, okay, about is it because of his dad? So if you could, thank you, Orion's daughter. I need one, but my funds are limited right now, but I'm here. Okay, Tanya Wynn, well, you know what? If you need a reading, we're going to ask the spirits to put that, to bless you with that money, okay? And you'll get it. All right, hold on real quick. I'll be right back, you guys. Y'all, Jacob came in here and destroyed my pumpkin muffin. He ate all the nuts off the top of it. Oh, Lord. So are you going to leave me the rest of it with just the bread? Okay. You want some milk?
Yeah.
It is. I saw it at the store today. I was like, "Oh, a pumpkin and walnut muffin looks good." And it's Otis Spunkmeyer. So,
Pumpkin.
mm-hmm. Can you go? It's a muffin, actually. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Can you go? Okay, apple juice. You making me thirsty. Okay, coming here with a name like that. Y'all see apple juice in the chat. Welcome. Apple juice said, "Could you read me?" Always watching. First time commented. I'm Libra, the 28th. Okay. I'm doing chat. I'm doing donation readings. Okay, so you can go to the Cash App and put in my cash tag is $ psychic Jamila and send me in $10 and I'll give you a chat reading. Okay, hold on real quick. Why are you half dead?
Alright.
Oh God.
Cupcake.
Go down there and get some milk. Go, baby. Yeah, I know. It's making me want some apple juice, Orion's daughter. You know what though? I would rather juice fresh apples though, because a lot of that apple juice that's coming from concentrate, I'd rather have like fresh apple juice. But yeah, like this person done came in here and made me thirsty. No, that's not true, Chucky. And I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and delete your comment. If you get out of hand, no, we are not. We have never even really been together. So no. Apples are pretty expensive though, but what I want to get is a juicer so that I can start juicing like some apples and carrots and stuff and kale and stuff. And I do plan to do like a juice fast or something. Oh, you said you're Trinidadian? Okay, well, welcome. Exactly, Orion's daughter. And that's probably actually him in the chat room. And I don't get it. We're not even going to comment. We're not even talking about that. We left that earlier today. All that discussion was over. Anyway, like I said, it's probably jealousy too, Orion's daughter. Because, I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there. But I can tell you that it's jealousy. Okay, guys, so I am here. If you guys want to go to the Cash App, I'm here for now. What time is it? It's 4 o'clock. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna, yeah, I'm ignoring that totally. And then Orion's daughter, it's also stalking somebody at their job because I'm kind of working and it's like, really? Like when I put up that shop, when I put up my shop, if he shows up at my shop and he ain't buying nothing, I'm gonna tell him to quit soliciting. Cash App, you just go and look it up. It's called Cash App. The logo is like a green dollar sign. Thank you, sweetie. And it's a way of sending and receiving money. Exactly. What is it? Oh yeah. 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 In fact, let's go ahead. I didn't even notice that. I just saw Chucky. Some of these men, you guys, when you are a responsible person that pays your bills and you have something going on, when it's somebody else that don't really have that thing going on, they're always constantly trying to interrupt because they don't have their own thing to do. It's like, just go and do your own thing and, quit bothering me, please. You tore that walnut muffin up. I'm going to go get me another one. Yeah, you ate up all my muffin. It's okay. Go ahead and finish it off.
Mm-hmm.
You need some milk or something.
No.
I was gonna eat it with my coffee, but when I came back from the store, I had some of those chicken bites, and then I also made me a couple of fried eggs, so I'm full. Yeah, yeah, Orion, it's been happening for the past 4 years. So it's almost like an elephant in the room that we all must ignore. Only it's not a pink elephant, it's a brown elephant. It's a brown elephant. All right, hold on, y'all. And then, of course, it's pocket watching as well. It's like, you know, I'm telling you. Ted Kennedy, we were doing readings earlier, and now I'm doing chat questions. But I think I'm going to wrap this up so that I can let my phone charge, and I will come back a little bit later. Okay? Yeah. Oh, oh, good grief, child. Look at what you. Oh my God, child. You got to watch what you're doing, Jacob. He knocking over stuff. All right, you guys. I'm gonna let this dang on phone charge up, and then I'm gonna also get my client taken care of. Okay. And I'll be back a little bit later and we'll do this again. I'm not going to do another all signs reading, but I'll exclusively do the Cash App questions, okay?
Where's my cookie?
So I'll be back a little bit later. I'll see y'all later. Here it is, sweetie. I'll be back a little bit later. Thank you so much for coming. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. And if you guys need to speak to me privately, the link to my website is below, okay? Or either just contact me at 770-686-7461. Okay, bless you, baby. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Love and light.